What's up, everybody? I've got some incredible new updates on Onimusha Way of the Sword, as well as an older Onimusha game coming back in a remastered form that Capcom has revealed. But first, I want to go into all the major new details that they talked about at the Capcom Spotlight for Onimusha Way of the Sword, a game I'm looking very much forward to. I love the Onimusha series, grew up on this, played them all, beat them all, and the fact that they're continuing this series is awesome. I didn't think it was ever going to happen. I thought they forgot about it. We're going to bring it back, but wow, it's great that they are keeping this going or bringing it back, and we're getting a remaster of an older game in a series as well too, which I'll go into more details about towards the end of the video. So let's kick things off here with three core aspects that devs talked about they're focusing on with Onimusha Way of the Sword. First one being compelling characters, including a new protagonist and enemies. So yeah, no returning previous protagonists in any way, it looks like here. I thought they would have brought, one of the protagonists back from previous games, but no, they didn't. So new protagonist this time. And then second thing, the setting of Kyoto, a location brimming with historic spots. Nice. Loving her using a bit of the historical areas with this dark fantasy action game. And third, the ultimate sword fighting action. So I'm not expecting this to be, kind of like the sort of fixed camera type of style, which was in the previous games, or at least a lot of previous games. Because if you don't know, Onimusha basically plays very much like a Resident Evil game when it comes to the fixed camera and some gameplay elements and puzzles and stuff like that. So I'm hoping and I'm happy they're going to change up the gameplay and focus on this sword fighting action element mostly. Some other details that have been made public and revealed is that it's set in the Edo period of Japan. So this is after Nobunaga, and Nobunaga's not coming back anyway in terms of the Onimusha universe and storyline anyway. Like, we fought him in the first game, dude. Dark fantasy, obviously, dark fantasy action game, samurai and all that. Satisfying sword to sword combat as well. Oni gauntlet to absorb souls to restore health and use special moves. Very nice. And they were talking about how you'll have to utilize the gauntlet during fights, like intense battles, at the right moments, and that's going to dictate or shape how the battle goes. And essentially your victory is knowing when to use the Omni Gauntlet to absorb the souls so you can restore your health and use cool moves to defeat your enemies. Something else I was curious that they noted and said was not impossibly difficult game. I'm wondering if, some people were thinking either internally or even the public were thinking like, oh, is this Capcom's version of a Souls game or Souls-like? It still very much could be in some elements or some ways, but I feel like the word and verbiage they're trying to use here is they're not trying to scare our players by using terminology like it's a Souls-like. So yeah, it's for fans of action games, but heck, I would not be surprised if they do put in some type of Souls-like elements in it and kind of sort of mix it. Don't copy and paste some stuff, just like, yes, keep it an action game at its core. Keep it like a hack and slash action game, sword fighting, but maybe blend, some Souls game type elements in a new way that has been done before. And hopefully, me personally, this could be maybe Capcom's Souls-like type action RPG type game. Even though I didn't say RPG, but who knows? It might have some light RPG elements to it in some way. There'll be blood and dismemberment. That'll be fully featured in the game, and it's coming 2026. So no exact release date, just know it's coming next year. So not much else to go on besides that, guys, but that's what I have for you so far. And it's shaping up to be on track to, be a solid new entry in the Onimusha series at least. Who knows? It could be a lot better than what we expect or want it to be. It could be a lot worse. I don't know. I trust Capcom right now because they are doing amazing right now. Overall, Street Fighter 6 is getting consistently updated. We also got a Okami sequel in the works. Monster Hunter Wilds is about to drop, and at least for them as a company, most likely be their biggest game for this year. It's most likely going to be my game of the year. I don't think they're dropping anything else this year unless they give an announcement of something soon or I missed something. But yeah, also back to what else they're dropping this year, because I didn't want to forget about this. The older game they're remastering is Onimusha 2, Samurai Destiny. I was just trying to think of something new coming out, be not a remaster exactly when I was talking before though. But yeah, they are bringing this back, which is honestly very surprising. I didn't think they were going to do this They already remastered the first game years ago. I think they came out in 2018, 2019, and now part two is being remastered and coming out sometime this year. Sadly, not much details on this right now, other than it's been announced and it's coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC via Steam. No exact release date, just 2025 release year. This is crazy good news in my opinion. Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny released what? Oh boy. Was it 15 years ago? Or 20 years ago? Or at least the last time it was on some type of playable form was 15 years ago, maybe? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But this being a thing, this being real, this possibly opens up the door that we might get a Onimusha 3 remaster, which I still think is maybe an impossibility or just going to be super difficult to do simply because in that game you had like 2 or 3 protagonists you played as, one being a famous actor, at least at the time. I don't know if he's still doing anything right now, famous French actor. And so you got to get the okay from him if he's still alive, or his agent, or whoever is in charge of his rights to his likeness, etc. So you got to get the okay from him, and I think other people too that were in that game, or at least involved, just remaster that. I don't know if we'll ever get that. I think I see more of the 4th game get remastered over the 3rd game, but I don't know. I wasn't expecting the 2nd game to get remastered at all. I was very surprised at that. One thing that probably won't be in the remaster of the 2nd game is a particular song, due to licensing or whatever the heck. That's just not going to be there. I think a similar situation now with Dragon's Dogma 2, where they had to take out a song or remove it due to licensing or copyright, whatever the heck. So, yeah, things will be the same thing with that. If they do remaster Onimusha 3 and 4, they'll have to remove probably certain music or certain elements from the games, to be honest, just to make them a reality. And as long as it doesn't take too much away from those games and still at its core, you know, an improved version, some quality of life changes put in there, which I imagine they'll put into the Onimusha 2 remaster game, quality of life stuff, then I'm happy with that. I'll be fine with that. Not a big issue to me. So there you have it, guys. What do you think about it when it comes to this news with the new Onimusha game on the way in 2026, as well as part 2 of the original series being remastered? Are you excited for that or no? And does the details with Onimusha Way of the Sword excite you? Do you think it could be Souls-like at all in some way? Or you think it's just going to be a modern day version of a hack and slash action game that's going to be true to the series of what it's been in the past? Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Please hit that like, subscribe if you're new. My name's Mike, and I'll see you in the next video.